Hey Taurus, how you guys doing? I'm Lisa and I'm coming in and having my coffee, and we are going to do a general reading for March 2022. Hope you guys are doing alright. As you can see, I regained my room for the now. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for popping in. I hope you enjoy it and you'll come out to see me again. And if you've been here before, I really do appreciate the support. It means a lot. Alright, let's see. We're going to do recent, past, present, and possible outcome. And then we'll close it off. I'll clarify with another deck, and we'll close it off with an oracle card. Alright. If you guys enjoy the reading, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. Let's see. We got Ace of Wands, Five of Cups, and the Page of Pentacles in recent past. The Nine of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Seven of Swords. And the possible outcome for Taurus in March is... Sound like a game show, doesn't it? Alright, the Emperor, the Six of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Alright guys, I will look at it, see what kind of story we could tell, clarify with another deck, and we'll see what comes up. Alright. I feel like you have this feeling with this Ace of Wands. You want to try grabbing a hold of something new. You want a new start. You want something that you're passionate about. Maybe, you know, maybe there's a hobby that you want to do. Maybe there's something that you haven't been able to do because, you know, we're busy with other things. I feel like you have something you're really, really passionate about and you want to get it going. But then you have this Five of Cups energy, and this is just where you're feeling sad about things that you lost. Like, you know, whether this be people, jobs, circumstances, and, you know, things change. You know, people stop calling, jobs change, you know, things change in life, but you still have what's important to you, but you have to acknowledge it. You have to know that it's still there. So what you really want is still there. And I'm wondering if this Ace of Wands energy is that. This whole new spark that you have for something. And it could be so many different things. I mean, it could be anything creative, like it's music or art or just, or just in general, something that you feel very passionate about. As I see you wanting to make a new start in something. So, you know, maybe it's something that you feel like you have a talent for and you could build on it and make it something that will grow later and be able to, you know, maybe you're developing plans or, you know, setting goals and how you'd be able to do it. But I feel like you're still thinking about what you still don't have or what you don't have anymore. And you need to, like, focus on what you actually still do have. In the present energy, I see, like, or maybe you're feeling like a little bit stressed out about something. And this is odd because it comes up right next to this Ten of Pentacles. So you got the Nine of Swords, anxiety, stress, sleepless nights. But then you have this very happy in your home life feeling. You know, whether this is, you know, husband, wife, kids, it doesn't have to be that. It's whatever you consider your happiness. But that coming up right next to this, like, stressful energy here, and then around this kind of like maybe somebody in your environment's lying. They're trying to get something past you and you're not. Maybe that is where the stress is coming from, but it's linked around your home life. So let me clarify. Maybe we'll actually be able to come up with it, but it just feels like, so there might be stress around your home life because of somebody being untruthful or people trying to, you know, get over on you somehow. Now, we do have the Emperor and the possible outcome. Now, this dude's all about, you know, he's authority and he's very protective and he's making all the decisions that need to be made. Now, this could be your energy, doesn't have to be, or it could just be somebody you're around. So this is somebody who, whatever goes on, is going to be making, like, all the decisions and how things are going to be worked out and how they're going to be handled. Because that comes up right next to the Six of Cups, and this is feeling nostalgic when you're thinking about family and the past and friends that you haven't seen, or that you haven't touched base with in a while. And I feel like again, you might be just feeling nostalgic about something, and it's right under the happy family card. It's right under the Ten of Cups. So I feel like you have that foundation of family. It's like always been a big part of your life. Family is important, and it was, is, and is going to be continually. Then you got this Queen of Wands energy, and she's, again, this could be you, doesn't have to be. This could be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, but not necessarily. It just could be somebody with this energy. And this is somebody who, all right, yeah, they're fun and they have a good time, and they're charismatic, very multitasky, and they're able to handle a whole bunch of things at one time. But they're also very strong, and because it's right underneath the Seven of Swords, and it's almost like they won't let somebody get over on them. So I don't know if this is your energy coming up in the end, because whatever this Seven of Swords energy is, this Queen of Wands is right underneath it, and I feel like almost at the end of the month, well, it's not really, time is fluid, but at the end of this, the Queen of Wands energy kind of pops out, but I don't know if it's you or somebody else, but I feel like they're kind of like going to be on top of this Seven of Swords guy. Let's clarify and see if we can find out. So we got the Ace of Wands. What can we get? Ace of Wands for Taurus. Alright, we got the Seven of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the Empress. The Empress and the Emperor. Alright, so now you have this feeling of growing something. And I guess with that Ace of Wands, yeah, you want to build something. You have something in your mind and you want to be able to grow it. And I feel like something that is like very important to you. And, whereas you have, it's almost like you have a soft spot in your heart for it. Something that you're passionate about and you want to be able to do something with it. And you have a lot of options to you, options available to you, but you just have to be able to, say, okay, well, which is going to work, which isn't going to work, how can I make this work out? And I think because that's what's making you think about this Five of Cups energy. It's like, what did I try before and didn't work? And so you have to realize what you still have and what's available to you to be able to make it work. Now, this Two of Cups can also be somebody else being involved in it. So maybe you have like a friend or, a partner. It could be a relationship, friendly or romantic, but maybe they want to get involved in it too. But it's definitely something to grow something. All right, we got the Wheel of Fortune. The Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. All right, so whatever this is, it's like with this Wheel of Fortune, this can be a complete. It's almost like they kind of consider it a karmic wheel. It's like the decisions that you make will help know which way the wheel's going to turn, basically. And I usually try to think of it as in a good way, in a positive sense. So I feel like if you actually grab a hold of what it is that you're looking to do, you're going to be able to grow something. And it's going to continue growing because you're going to put that kind of effort into it. But doesn't mean that you're not going to have to maybe defend it every now and then. So whatever it is that you might have to, maybe you have to go to a company or some kind of licensing thing or something where you have to defend what you're doing. Whether it's a patent office, that just popped into my head, patents, like if you have something that you want to invent or create, or something you want to build onto, that you actually would need to get permission from some kind of, like some kind of, I keep saying here in patent, some kind of something that you would need permission for it, so you're going to have to defend why you're going to do this. So what about this Page of Pentacles? What about this Page of Pentacles for Taurus? Got the High Priestess, the Sun, and the Six of Cups again. Yeah. All right, well, it looks like, all right, whatever happens with this, you're feeling like you're going to be really, really excited and happy about it. It's something that's going to make you feel really good to be able to do this. But you still have to, check out the inner workings of it, the secrets of it, so you can be able to, do what you need to do to make it grow. And I feel like you might actually even be reaching out to people from your past, family, friends. You might actually be reaching out to somebody, that you've known for a while, and hey, they've been involved in such and such a thing. Maybe I can ask them for advice, or they know about this kind of stuff, so let's see if we can get them involved. Like that feeling. But I feel like if you do that, it's going to actually feel good. It's going to be in a good place for you. All right, what about this Nine of Swords? Yeah, this is what I was curious about, because you have the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords, right? Wrapped around your little happy family over here. The Ace of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Six of Wands. Well, there seems like there's going to be a recognition of something. Now, it might be of you, and whatever you're doing with this whole situation here, and it's happening fast. Like, there's messages coming in, there's emails, there's, a lot of communication coming in about that. But this Ace of Swords energy is more like, it feels like it could be a new start. It could be a breakthrough. It could be, so this came about that. And I feel like it's going to move really, really fast. And maybe that's what you had you stressed out about, because once you get to that part, all right, you're being recognized and things are going fast, and it was like a breakthrough for you. So what about this Ten of Cups? The King of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. All right, so you have, again, with that new idea, that new passionate idea you had in your head, this Page of Wands is like, this is something where you want to, it's like I almost feel like it's your baby. That's what it makes me want to say. It's your baby. This is something that you care a lot about. So you're feeling very strongly about it, in your heart, very passionately for it. And I feel like you are feeling very, you're confident in it. You're secure in it. That it's going to work out. And it's going to work out around your family. I feel like that is an important part too. That it's not going to take away from your family time or whatever. It's going to work out around your family. But then what about the Seven of Swords? What's up with this dude? The Eight of Cups, the Death card, and the Star. Well, it seems like there's a lot of hope around this. And there's going to be some changes. You're going to have to change something. Now, this could be based on your principles, your morals, or a structure that you're in, like mentally. But you're going to have to walk away from something. So I'm thinking about it. It's like, all right, so you got the Seven of Swords, dude. And I'm feeling, are you walking away from whatever it is that he was trying to pull on you, or whatever bull he was like cranking, and you were like, okay, whatever, and you just kind of like walked away from it? And I think maybe you might have changed your position, as far as you weren't going to confront him, or you weren't going to, and it could be a her too, I don't know. It's like you weren't going to take the bait, basically. So whatever was going on, you were walking away from it. You're like, you know what? I don't have to deal with this. I'm not going to bother. Or was this something where you cared about something a lot, and you chose to walk away from whatever it was, and was he involved? And even though you were still hopeful, you had to change something. Something in your mindset had to change for you to be able to, keep pushing forward. So let's see what this Emperor dude says. What about the Emperor? The Emperor for Taurus. Alright, we got the Five of Wands, the Tower, and the Nine of Swords again. Alright, so whatever went on, a lot of conflict was brewing. Nobody's listening to each other. They're just like talking over each other. In whatever situation this was, and I feel like it had something to do with dude, and, caused you a lot of stress, a lot of sleepless nights. You couldn't like get away from whatever was going to happen, because it didn't last. The structure wasn't solid enough to stand, whatever it might have been. So maybe whatever you were trying to build didn't hold out, and, you have to start over again. Or did something happen with that dude? It doesn't even have to be a dude. I keep thinking because it's one guy. But no, it could have been a company. It could have been, maybe when I was talking about licensing and patents and stuff like that, maybe something went on with that. And, you didn't cross your T's or dot your I's right, and, you missed a couple of papers, or it was something. And that was just like where it got sketchy. And so that's why it didn't stand. Let's see about the Six of Cups. What can we find about the Six of Cups for Taurus? Got the Four of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Four of Wands. Well, I feel like you were at a point where you were feeling stable again. So after this, there was this stability feeling. So you felt stable. And I think maybe you felt like you could rest. Like, all right, things are going to be fine. I took care of this, whatever this was. Maybe Emperor dude, whoever that is, took care of the situation that you thought. But are you resting because this Seven of Swords energy, with this lies or betrayals or whatever happened? Or is you resting, thinking everything was okay, and lets this happen again? Not really sure how that's going to come, but you might want to just keep an eye out, because people watch tarot and astrology and stuff for a heads up, and I think with this coming, this is your heads up. So kind of like pay attention. Just pay attention. Don't let anybody think that they can get away with anything. All right, we got the Magician, the Moon, and the Ace of Cups. So I feel like you are still reaching out for something that you care very much about, that you want to be able to, bring into your life, bring out to somebody. Like you're offering up something, something's being offered to you, and you're trying to manifest it. I feel like you have been with, using your resources and your knowledge of what's happened before, your experience. And you have all these things that you need to manifest it, because this was a lesson learned over here. This was a whole lesson learned, and I think you have that information, and you're going to be able to do something with that. But there's still going to be some secrets. There's still going to be some things that you don't know, because the path is not ever lit by the moon. You know what I mean? You're not seeing everything, so you just got to keep an eye out. But all right, Taurus. I mean, I like this for you. I think you have a good thing going on. You want to make something, you want to build something, you feel good about it and passionate about it, but there's going to be a sticky side. And I feel this was your heads up. So whatever goes on, I think it's easier to get up afterwards and dust the wipe the dust off if you already know it's going to happen. It's possibly going to happen. So, because actually, yeah, I mean, it might just be one of those things where you're hindsight. You don't want hindsight. You know what's going to happen now. So there. Anyway, let's see what the moon says about this. All right. A win-win outcome is forecast. This is the full moon in Libra. Isn't that pretty? Now, the full moon is not in Libra, but this is just the energies of the moon coming in. So I feel like if it's possibly that this is, like I said, whatever this idea is, I think it's going to be pretty awesome for you. It's just a matter of, gauging the ups and the downs, and, there's like tricky critters out there. Some people can just be, just not nice people. And things will happen, and hopefully you'll be able to surpass it. All right. If you enjoyed the video, if you give me a thumbs up, share it, write me a comment. I'd love to hear from you. And subscribe, and that would mean a lot. And I will see you about mid-month, all right? Take care.